What's up guys, in this video I'm going to share with you the future of dating. Did you guys know that according to YouTube analytics, over 70% of the people who watch our videos have not subscribed to the channel? So before we get into this video, I want all of you guys to hit the subscribe button and comment below, I subscribe, and we will do our best to personally respond to every single comment. So this is a question I get asked quite often. People say, Alex, where is dating going? It's already fucking sucks now. Is it gonna get worse or better in the future? And the answer to this is pretty nuanced and complex. You know, I see a lot of black pill doomers saying, oh, things are gonna fucking suck, and some people have rosy cheeks. But I think the truth is a little bit more complex. So to make sense of this, I'm gonna make an analogy comparing it to money. There's a saying, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, right? This has been true. The rich people nowadays are richer than they've ever been, and you know, there's a lot of poor people. And I think the same thing is gonna be happening with pussy, right? So what does this mean? This means that the guys at the very top, the top 0.1%ers, we're talking about the athletes, the celebrities, just the guys who are really cool, have all their shit together, have like, you know, dope lifestyle, they're gonna be getting laid more and more than ever. It's never gonna be easier in the history to be a guy in that category, that 0.1%er, right? A lot of celebrities nowadays have pussy coordinators. I shit you not. These are people whose job it is literally to go through DMs and line up pussy appointments for them. Unfortunately, just like money, pussy is a somewhat finite resource. That means there's only so much of it to go around. So if the guys at the very top 0.1% are getting more and more than ever, that kind of leaves a drought for the bottom 50%, the bottom 90%. Yeah, and unlike with money, government is not going to come in and somewhat redistribute the resources like it happens with finances. That's just not going to happen because this is not an issue that, you know, let's just say the government or the people at the very top really think about. Oh, these poor incels are not getting laid. Unfortunately, no one really gives a shit. So it's going to be up to you to find the solution. So what do I think is going to be happening in addition to that? Well, I think that, yes, things are going to get more and more digital. So dating apps, it's going to go from, oh, this chick got Tinder. Oh, that's interesting too. Of course she got Tinder. Everyone's going to be on dating apps. Everyone's going to be using dating apps. However, that does not mean that girls are not going to want to get cold approach. Actually, I think the opposite. I think there's going to be a lot of girls that are going to rebel because, believe it or not, as many matches as girls get, it's still an extremely frustrating experience for most of the girls I talk to. They have their own set of issues, you know, just no good options, I'm overwhelmed, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of girls are gonna find it very refreshing when a guy can go up to them and talk to them in real life. And because of the way, you know, things are going, people are more and more addicted to their phones, less and less guys are gonna have the balls to go up to a girl and talk to her. So if you can develop that skill set of being able to strike up a conversation with a girl you see at the grocery store, at a bar, you're gonna be at an advantage. So I think it's definitely gonna be important. That's the first thing that I wanna mention. The second thing is, in the future, you're going to have several options, and I think it's kind of the case now, but it's going to be even more so. Now, the first option is become part of that 0.1%, or at least get close to it. Level up as much as possible, get a cool lifestyle, and be able to show that with your social media. That means get a cool Instagram where you show a cool lifestyle, stuff like that. That's going to pay off more and more and more. Think of it as like an investment. Yeah, you put in that work in building that Instagram, but it's going to be worth it. I do think clout, for better or for worse, is going to become more and more of a thing. So it's almost going to be like your virtual resume. Oh, this person has this much clout. That's awesome. Oh, they have this kind of cool lifestyle. That is awesome. Now, again, like I said, there's going to be girls who are going to rebel and they're going to be like, oh, fuck all this shit. I'm tired of social media. I want to get approached. So if you can't become part of that 0.1% or part of that 1% or get close to it, another thing you can do is you can move to a different country. You can move to somewhere in Southeast Asia or Latin America and things will be a lot easier, right? Well, that's not practical for a lot of people. The third option is one I haven't talked about yet, is to master a niche. So what do I mean by that? There's various niches when it comes to dating and getting laid. One of them, for example, is BDSM on FetLife, right? If you don't have to be the guy at 0.1%, you just show that you have experience in that community. You know, you have a lot of BDSM pictures and you can be dominating that niche. Another one is, for example, on Reddit, they have the R hot wife section. It's basically dudes who, you know, fuck other married dudes' wife. Like, this is pretty funny. There's, I was like skimming through that community because I was kind of curious about it. And there's this one guy named Hung in LA 88. And they basically talk about him in that community like he's a celebrity. So dudes will be like, I had the pleasure of having hung in LA 88 come over and fuck the shit out of my wife. Believe it or not, these wives sometimes are super fucking hot. Now, I'm not saying that's the path you need to take, but the point I'm making is that dude, Mr. Hung in LA 88, basically dominated that niche. And there's all these different niches. So just becoming very proficient in a certain circle, community, or niche is another strategy that you can take that's, I think, a lot more practical for the average guy who might not have the lifestyle or looks. So I think that basically, you know, those are kind of the directions that you can go in. You can work and kind of level up as much as possible to stay ahead of the curve, or you can just focus on a niche that you can dominate, or you can just get a girlfriend, right? That's also an option. I disagree with this idea that, you know, women are going to become more and more hypergamous or they're going to be less monogamous. No, there's going to be plenty of girls who want to have a traditional relationship. There's plenty of those girls out there. I personally have known and dated some of them, right? But if you're a guy who wants to have a very active sex life, you want to get laid a lot, then those are the paths you have to take, like I outlined in this video. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable and show us that you're gonna crush it in the future by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification, because one thing I can tell you guys, that is without a doubt, on this channel, we're gonna continue to share the latest cutting edge dating advice so you guys can stay ahead of the competition and crush it in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.